this. And when you talk about the idea of raising your parents, it seems to me that one of the issues that you have to address is a bit of a role reversal,
Absolutely.
in that they've been the one that's been responsible for you, caring for you. They've been the authority figure, the custodian over you, as it were. But now they're having to fall into a dependency role,
Yeah.
whereas now you're taking the more authoritative role.
Right.
How did you manage that?
It was a fight. It was a fight because their independence and their strong will to do things on their own was a huge part of why my mom and my mother-in-law and father-in-law lived on their own until their demise. And my mom moved in with us eventually, but it was that huge fight. You stated it, of independence and not wanting to be a burden, not
Mhm.
wanting to be a burden on anyone. Has always kind of been the family patron and matriarch and patron, patriarch, and it's when you have those people with such powerful impacts on the rest of the family, there is a fight of pride, a fight of privacy, a fight of not showing their scars.
Mhm.
And because Superman and Superwoman, or Wonder Woman is now, can't run through walls and leap over buildings in a single jump. And so now it's a fight, and they know that you care, but at the same time you have got to have the fortitude to be strong about setting the boundaries, because this is what you're gonna hear if y'all ain't already heard it. I'm your mother, I'm your
Mhm.
father. Right? And so
Okay.
and you love through it, but it's a struggle.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
think
struggle.
and if you'll be able to even attest to this fact, if your kids grow up, I think for parents, our parents, they still again like we said, have that independent mindset. They think they can still do as they've always done.
Okay.
They can live the life that they've always lived. They don't need nobody else to help them. They don't need nobody else to do nothing for them. I don't mean to be an imposition on your family. You got your life, I got my life. I'm doing what I need to do. But the reality is, the older they get, the much more diminished capacity they begin to acquire, which means they're not able to do as much as they were used to being able to do. For example, if they've been used to cooking, they've been, used to being able to handle the stove without burning themselves, without leaving the stove on, without leaving something on the stove, you
Mhm.
know, for whatever reasons, their mental capacity becomes diminished. They forgot they left something on the stove, and now we got the fire alarms going on again
Okay.
because you're older now and you can't do like you used to do.
So
And
even from a mental capacity, you can't juggle the things mentally that you used to
absolutely,
be able to juggle.
yeah, you
Okay,
you
go
you
ahead.
you're forgetting things. Things are not coming as quickly to you as they used to because again, you're getting older. And the reality is, you have to acknowledge the fact that because I'm getting older, I can't do what I used to do. It's just not possible now. I can no longer manage myself, let alone anybody else, the way that I used to. And now I need somebody to be responsible for me. For a lot of older parents, that's a difficult thing to do. Because again, like Minister Terrell said, they've been doing for you for up until this point in time. Now we have to switch the roles. And for some of them, it's a difficult transition to switch from being the caretaker to be the one taken care of.
Okay, I got
I
a question.
called it.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, but
No, no.
I labeled this subtopic transfer of responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's great point, great call out. They have a huge difficult of transferring that responsibility, and you as the child, the caregiver now, you have to recognize their vulnerability just like they had to recognize your vulnerability
Mhm.
as a child.
Okay.
And so that's something you can't just say, well, I know you've always cooked. I know you've always done it. All right, mom, I'm gonna let you do what you know. No, you got to recognize their vulnerability and you got to take action to protect them just like.
Hey guys, it's Pastor John here. Please, if you like this video that you just saw, hit that like button for us.
Second thing I want to ask you to do is to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out videos once a day at about 5:30 p.m. Hit that bell notification so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. And then the final thing to do, share this video, share this information. If you know somebody that has a need that it can be benefited by it, please put it out in circulation so that we can try to help as many people as possible. Thanks, and God bless.